Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. The new update just gone live and I want to have a few talks about it. I want to talk about the skill lock system, I want to talk about the skill reset system, and I want to talk about the kill point system and all the other stuff that have been introduced in the update. Maybe I can even show something that you haven't noticed already, or let's say ninja sneak updates or patches that have been done. Right, so the first thing you're already noticing, the kill points have been updated. I already talked in the previous video about the update. Tier 1 troops now count as 0.2 in the kill points. You're noticing that I have 744,000 kill points out of 3.7 million kills of tier 1. And going further down, you have the tier 4 and the tier 5 kills, which obviously are much higher number. So the total of my kill points is 7 billion or almost 7.1 billion. But you can still see the kill points. Now, unfortunately, there is no recorded or before 2019 1023, because I also had a lot of kills before that. My total kills right now is 735 million. That means that if you do the math over here, I'm still missing about 200 million or something. About that, 240 million I'm missing, which it is what it is. I know a lot of players are missing those as well. I believe that they just want to, kill the tier 1 killers, to put it like that. I think it's the best way to say it, because they were all killing billions and billions of tier 1 and they were just going high up in the rankings in kills, but they actually had no value. So now it shows the true value when you see the top rankings. Now let's go to the main menu, because I'm pretty sure everyone had enough with the appetizer about the kills and how the kill points are being calculated. Going into the commanders, the new commanders is not showing up, the new CAF commanders, so they're still not here, not in the list. The next thing that I want to talk about is the skill lock. So let's take Lubu for example. When you go into his skills, you're noticing that there is nothing new, there's just a reset, but it says over here cannot reset commander skills that have not been upgraded. Let's go to someone who is at least 2 stars. Now if I go into his skills, you're noticing that there is an option on the right down corner, like a setting option, and when you click on it, it allows you to lock. So for example, if I want to lock the first skill, or I want to lock the second skill because the first skill is maxed already, I just press save. So what I can do right now, I can go ahead and upgrade this commander. I can upgrade the star of this commander because the skills are locked. So if I want to upgrade this commander, I need to get this to the second, and I have to go back, I have to upgrade his star and then come back, and I have to save again on the second, because if I don't save it and I start putting skills on him, once I unlock his third and fourth star, then the skills will go random, because that's how they're randomly being distributed. So you need to make sure that if you plan to unlock all skills of a commander, you need to get into this function and you need to start locking in and make sure that you only upgrade the skills that you want. Now unfortunately, and I know that what everyone wanted was to be able to select, let's say, I want to upgrade the 4th skill of Charming. I want to have a 5-1-1 Charming. I'm just giving him as an example. This is not possible, the way they introduce the skill lock system. And I know what everyone is thinking, and I know what everyone is saying. This is a beginning. This is what you need to understand from this. If they don't start somewhere so they can get feedback about it, they cannot change it. So before you say all the bad words and before your mind goes wherever it wants to go and stuff like that, this is what you need to think about it. Because what they are doing, they are collecting the feedback from all the players and they are fast forwarding, right? Now they already have the system implemented. All they have to do is just make sure that they add like a checkbox. So let's say you want to upgrade the 1st and the 4th, so then you can check the 2 and 3, and then the 1st and 4th are going to be distributed randomly. It's not going to be hard, but they need the feedback. They need something to start from. So I hope that makes a lot of sense from what I'm trying to say, because it's very good that they started with it. Because let's face it, someone who spends a lot of money into the game. He's not going to do a 5115 commander. He's going to max him, right? This is just to help the other smaller players to have decent commanders on the battlefield. And how is this skill lock system helping some of the players if you messed up some of your commanders? So for example, you see my Wu Zetian is a 211. I can go into the skill lock, I can press on the skills over here, and I can lock the other two skills. I can press save. Yes, I confirm. So the other two skills unlock, and whenever I'm going to upgrade this commander, all the skills will just go on the primary skill because I messed up with Wu Zetian, right? You want to max the primary skill of a legendary because that's the most important skill. And then is the reset function that is also new to the game. And it says resetting commander's skills will refund that commander's skill points. These skill points can only be used on the same commander. Proceed. What they are saying is they won't give you back the sculptures. As far as I'm understanding, I thought at first that it might just be translation problem, that it was probably not translated correctly. But these are skill points that you see on this commander. So for example, 211 Wu Zetian, it has 1 skill point. So if I reset her, they're gonna give me back 1 skill point, which I can distribute it. I can either go randomly or just put it back on the first skill. But let's say you wanna reset a max skill commander, it won't work. Cannot reset. All the commander skills are at maximum level, so you cannot reset max skill commanders. But let's say I want to reset someone like Richard, 5421. I would rather have a 55 Richard. So if I go into the skills, I can obviously reset him, but I already locked his third skill, but I can still reset him. And then I get 4 plus 4, so I get 8 skill points back. So I hope that makes sense, because whenever you start a commander, you start with a base of 1111. So the first skill of a commander is always free. So you always have to calculate the other ones. So that's the skills that you have increased on a commander. So like my Richard is right now 5421. That's a total of 8 skills. So if I reset it whenever they're gonna give us those chances, I'll be able to do a 55 Richard if I want to by just resetting him. But I'm pretty sure there's many other players out there that most likely messed up their Charles Martel, their Mehmet, or various other commanders that you just want like a 5-5 commander. So this will definitely help you out with the skill reset, skill lock system. And like I was mentioning, I'm 100% sure that in the future, once they get all this feedback, they're gonna fix the skill lock system as well to allow us to just upgrade the skills that we want. Because like I was mentioning, I'm 100% sure that players that really want a commander for something really good, they're most likely gonna max him. I'm doing the same. If I really want to use commanders, you're noticing I have a lot of max commanders and a lot of sculptures, so I'm not hesitating maxing commanders if I know they are really good and I know that will definitely bring me benefits into the game. Another thing that was added, and honestly I wish I could buy this every week. It says 6 days and 13 hours left. It's Hero of the Age, 15 sculptures for £10. Now unfortunately I do pay in pounds. I know in dollars it's a lot cheaper, but hey. And then is the second one with 20 sculptures. Now honestly, like I've said, I will buy this every week for £30 to get 35 sculptures and gems and obviously VIP and the other stuff. I mean, hell yeah. I mean, this is really great. Sign me up. I don't know what else to say, but it's just a really great value in this. So what they're saying over here, because I clicked on the information, some new bundles will come online after the update, which according to our data, you would have already been qualified to purchase earlier. As a result, you can go to Lost Bundles to purchase them. I'm not gonna 5-star a commander right now just to find out if this bundle is gonna pop again. I'm happy that I actually have it. 35 sculptures is definitely helping out. So yeah, if you're wondering about it, 100% good value. I mean, amazing value, not really good value for the sculptures. Another nice feature that have been added and it was not mentioned in the patch notes is regarding the chat. So if you're noticing, as I'm scrolling to this chat, and there is different name of players, they all have the kingdom number on the right of their name. If you're chatting with the players from your own alliance, it doesn't show. But any other chats that you are in, it does show which kingdom they are from. So you can now know who you're talking to and where you're talking to, so you don't have to click on their icon and go to their profile and check more information and so on. It says over there you have the alliance and you have the kingdom, which honestly it's quite a nice update. So you can have all of that in one place. So you know when someone is contacting you, you know from where they contact you. They added very high, medium, and low. So this is the extra option that they added. That's definitely an extra graphic option. But it was low, medium, and high. Basically, it's just a very high. So I'm not sure how is this supposed to reduce the lag. Maybe if you put it on low, you're not going to see the skill animation. I haven't tested. I mean, if you all want to test it, then go ahead. I have no problems. Even if it lags or I crash, I just log back in. I can still play. It works okay for me. So I'm still going to keep it on very high. And the Forge, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, they added the probability. So everyone is wondering, hey, I'm keep clicking on these items to forge, but I don't see any probability. You have to click the information button on the right up corner. And this is where it gives you a lot of information and etc. etc. You can read that yourself. And then right at the bottom, it gives you the percentages. So the first forge 11%, 2 and third, fourth forge up to 44%, and when you do the fifth forge is 100%. So I'm gonna repeat it again. This refers when you're forging the same equipment. So it doesn't work if you're forging Cloud Racers and then you're going for Fanatic Tassets and then you're going for Gladiator and then you're going for your Sakura and then you're going for Kara Community and going like, oh my god, I didn't get a special talent because I forged 5. You have to forge the same one. That's how it works. If you get a special talent on the first forge or the 20th forge, then it always resets for the same item. And I also believe that it keeps a record. So for example, if you've done 3 Karak Humility and they didn't win with a special talent, and then you're going for something else, it still keeps a record for the Karak Humility. So when you come back and you forge another Karak Humility, you just start forging from the chances of crit rate where you left. I hope that makes sense. And this is the new feature in the hospital. As you're noticing over here, it says the siege unit zone. It's 0 out of 50,000. So when you max all the hospital, you have a 50,000 siege unit zone hospital. I would like to see this as an extra hospital, to be honest, just for the siege. And obviously, once this zone is filled up, it most likely gonna fill the rest of the hospital. Severely wounded siege units will enter the siege unit zone, which can hold an extra 50,000 severely wounded siege units. Once the zone's capacity has been reached, any additional severely wounded siege units will be sent to the hospital with other unit types. And obviously, if your hospital is filled up, they just die. I would say that this definitely helps out, like even when your city is being sieged or when you're getting a rally, so you can fill that spot with 50,000 siege and then the rest of the hospital, you know, fills with the rest of the troops. So I think that's a pretty nice feature. And yeah, I'm probably still gonna roll out with my tier 1 siege as I have them over here, 310. The rest of them, I just keep killing them in KVK because I get half back in the Season of Conquest. So I'm quite alright with that, to just get rid of it so you don't have power or useless power that doesn't help you at all. When I get rallied, I usually just park this March of Siege. I just park it in a flag or in someone else's city and I just can get rallied. And that's fine. Works. And the new function about approval of players in the alliance, you have it over here. So if I go to the approval, the alliance leader and officer can go to settings and choose to receive a message when a governor with enough power applies to join. So for example, if I click on the right, we don't have any approval reports. So if I click on the right, I can set it up, and for example, I can add like 50. There's another 0 for that. I can press OK. So unless someone with 50 million power applies to the alliance, we won't get notified. But I'm going to turn it off because that's not my business with the accepting members in the alliance or not. Private message notification and alliance rally. Inform me when alliance members launch a rally. I would definitely want to be informed of that. Daily supply and alliance event calendar. So that's a nice function over there, so you don't get notified by every 100k, 1 million, 2 million player applying to the alliance. That is pretty much about this video. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you do understand, especially when I talk about the skill lock system, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna work further on it, as players are 100% not very happy regarding it. Until next time, this is your boy Johnny signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.